Puppy, don't get tangled. He's definitely gonna get tangled. Uh-oh. Bunch of covert ops going on. So, they stopped my recording. Come on, pup, let's go. They stopped my recording, so... And, I thought I was recording, I wasn't. Puppy dog. Puppy dog. Look. He was staring across the street. Puppy dog. Come on, buddy. Let's go. You done? You done using the potty? Look, y'all. And he really tried to put... Oh. You see what they're doing? They just made him make a phone. He tripped himself and then started yelping. That's the type of shit they doing for these folks, y'all. So, lately it's like, it's about the things that I'm putting on social media. So, because they're claiming my property and the dog, and claiming that it's a different type of dog, when it ever resurface outside and they can make some sort of attack, they do. So this is abnormal. Normally I'm not outside when they return across the street, and normally I'm not outside while they have something, while they're I don't even know how to put that into words. The house out back is doing something right now with a decoy vehicle similar to mine, and I think that it might be the one that they're sounding like a base, like a subwoofer from. But I don't know if you noticed, they're waiting for me to go in my house to claim my space, and they'll linger and they'll wait outside to not have to claim their own. The space is dependent on me. And you can imagine, because I'm not at my back door, you know, their attacks are always way more extreme. This is just a rare moment when I get a chance to capture what's going on here. Now puppy dog is just on the porch. I don't know. The stuff that happened. And not even staring over there anymore. Look, you see this all the time when they pretend they're visitors. That's abnormal. And both places are also claiming my Mercedes. But they're not the only ones. They're just the ones that are nearest. My phone is up to my ear. It looks like I'm having a phone conversation. This is one of those fake phone conversation times or moments. And flew a bug into the back of my Look, it'll leave its own home before it claims that it's not me. They do this all the time. And it's gonna try again. And hope that I'm inside and not outside. Do you think that's abnormal? Puppy dog, what are you doing? I hate you got tripped up with the cord, but I keep warning you about this kind of stuff. It's what happened when these Neanderthals see you. I couldn't save him from that. But I am taken back that he was so, like quick to, look, he was so quick to help. Because it's not, like normally when he gets tangled, I think it scared him though because he took off running at the same time and tripped. But normally when he gets stuck, he'll just bark. He'll bark for me to come in, And now the base, wherever it was coming from, it's not happening anymore either. But the property that they're trying to claim, the owner is out. Invisible. So it compromises a lot of ops. Puppy dog. Let me try to stretch my other leg. I managed to do the first one, but didn't get a chance to do this one. Earlier today, they were attacking the back of my hamstring on the left side. As they grow more aggressive, they're starting to attack me with bugs. That's why I came out here prepared, rubbing alcohol. Say, shut up. She said she trying to claim that she us and refer to her and multiple other female agents as clones of me. Now behind me, more odd right now is that black SUV that they use to relieve this one and suggest that she's not there or doing anything. Is gone, and it's just a beat up white 4-door, old, like real old school. Not real old school, like not no 70, 80 colors or nothing, but it's an older vehicle. It looks like a 9.8 with a tail on it. Like the old Buicks, like the 90s Buicks maybe. Puppy's back in the yard. Hopefully he poops. I see the arch. There it goes. It's a good thing we stuck around, stayed out, because guess what he would have did? We would have went in and they would have used it as an excuse to disassociate themselves with what just took place. Waited till they had gotten inside and were claiming that they were me and like not reported anything when I came back out. I just like I don't like they've been doing. Like I don't live here. Like this isn't my property. Like that's not a German Shepherd. Puppy, what are you doing? Are you wide awake now? Are you still mad because you tripped yourself? You can't blame me. Puppy dog. You know, you could lay on the concrete. So he was out here this morning, like, for the longest time. I left him out for a couple of hours. So probably from, like, 3 to 5. And that was after being out on a couple of occasions before that. I noticed that the trigger time with this camera, you see how I trigger right now when I move, like, when I'm out here on the porch with him and we're moving, like, and you'll see that, well, maybe you won't, but it only triggers once and it doesn't capture any of what's going on while I'm out here. So that means like when we come out and I'm hooking him up to the tapir and he's jumping up and like giving me kisses and I'm playing with him, telling him to stop, you know, all kind of stuff like that. They don't capture anything because they're claiming that I'm like this abusive owner, and that's what that was about too. Covertly though, not overtly. It's the stupidest shit you've ever seen. Like if this got out, you know, I've said this before. I've said all this before, so I'm not even gonna talk about how ridiculously delusional these identities are. You know, this small town is, the federal government is, the identities that they're using are, not even going to talk about that. All day they attacked me. Like, by the time I ate, I had, first of all, off no sleep. I stopped chasing sleep around 1, it was probably more like 2 p.m. Still didn't eat till 5. By then, the puppy was on his 3rd meal already. As a matter of fact, it was probably closer to 6. You know, normally when that thing leaves like that, when I'm like out here or something, you know, I come, but my head is out. It leaves and it'll come right back, but it could have something to do with me still being outside. And that's not Kennedy. That's not Mason Kennedy Hunter anymore. Remember, they moved. But also affiliated with LGBTQ. You know, that household, the new occupants are too. And her name is Cheryl, if I recall correctly. And they attempted to use her, the same way that they attempted to use him. Oh, he's got a solar light. So me eating was one thing, but me leaving was another. Is that the cat or an armadillo? I think it's a, hold on. It's not really visible right now. I think it's an armadillo. If it was a cat, I was going to let him go. Yeah, it's an armadillo. That's right there by his green ball next to the trash can right now. But it was also associated with me leaving, like, two things. Like, my tentative was to go to the grocery store. My tentative was to go to Denton, Texas. And just do all my shopping there. And my contingency was to just, go to Seminole maybe. And, the longer that went on, the more things, look, math, okay? This is the last week of the math class that I'm in, so I'm working on the final exam. And it's just not going, I'm not going to say it's not going well so far. I could have been so much further ahead according to my plan if I weren't being attacked so bad and just exhausted, not getting no sleep. So all of it is playing a role, it's playing out in some way or another. It's causing real delays. There's that raggedy ass cat. And it's looking like it's gonna attack the armadillo. Okay, the feds are starting to go into a real panic about their ops. Puppy dog, what are you doing? You biting on the solar lights? You ready to come inside? Okay, so look. Come on. Come on, puppy. Puppy. See, this is that listening thing, that not responding to verbal commands. That's why he in his harness now. Well, that's one reason he's in his harness. If he would not be in his harness if they were not allowing him to infiltrate the invisible fence and lying about the range of the invisible fence. I told you inside the house they're shocking him because they're lying about my property, and outside they're acting like the fence isn't there and letting me run right into the other yards. Like, he's hit all these motherfuckers that I don't fuck with. He hit every fucking body's yard a couple nights ago, and I started to dog his ass out, but I didn't. When he came in, I put him in the hole. I call the utility room the hole because it's the smallest. It's the smallest room in the house. Well, kind of. Is it smaller than the bathroom? Anyhow, I call that room the hole, and what I'll do is I'll leave him in there until morning. And it's weird because he responds well to that. Like, he already knows if something happens. This happened twice, okay? So he knows that when he's in there, not to bark or call for me, not to ask for anything. and that the stint is going to be at least 5 hours, okay? So that means I ain't coming to check on him before 10, 11 a.m., whereas he always be up trying to run me nonstop until 10, 11 a.m. Trying to be in and out the house, coming in and outside. Puppy dog, come on. And until tonight, this is probably the least responsive he's been in the last 2-3 days since that happened. And we've been back in the harness. Like, they're just making sure he doesn't have any freedoms. And what they were trying to do was they were trying to force me to walk him on a leash in my yard to call me the bitch behind me. Them raggedy ass Neanderthals behind me. Because you know they be inside a gated fence walking a dog on a leash. Some shit they probably didn't do before I moved here. And you swear he pissing shit inside. But as soon as something, I hit enough parts of my yard, they coming out trying to reclaim my motherfucking territory and suggest the activity belonged to them. Puppy, look, I'm responsible. I've been saying, come on. I might have to repeat it a few times, but he eventually starts making his way this way. Heads up the stairs, onto the porch, and if he doesn't want to come in, he'll walk past the door that I'm holding open, and he'll just lay. And I'll leave him there for, about 45 minutes, an hour, before actually making him come inside, or he decides that he wants to come inside. But it's just, they got this whole shit is fucked up. I'm so sick and tired of it. I'm beyond livid. I want to kill every motherfucking thing and every motherfucking body. But I told you it's impossible to catch these motherfuckers. You gotta be in a crowded spot where you can shoot into a fucking crowd, okay? And guaranteed to hit somebody. Because these motherfuckers will hide, dodge you all motherfucking day long. Informed agents do some real antagonistic ass shit and then hide. You can't catch them. If you wait, you be wasting your motherfucking time. You won't get nothing done. Come on, doggy. Watch your head. Let me get it off you. Alright, you stay there. I'm gonna stay out here for a little bit. I just don't want to have to deal with you. So when I'm ready to move, I can just move. Every fucking night. I'm talking about, y'all, there is not a night that I get to sleep at my house. It's so weird. Okay, so look, let's be realistic about it. I've been here where I purchased this house in Oklahoma for a year and 9 months, 8 months. Because we're still at the beginning of September 2024, and I purchased at the beginning in January, closed on the 13th of January 2023. So a year and 8 months, okay? I've been here. Out of the year and 8 months, hold on, look, I was about to break it all the way down for you. 365 plus, I don't know what 8, let's see. We're going to say 240 plus 365. 365. Hold on, I'm writing in the air. 365. 240. And I ain't had no sleep. It's ringing. This is math. I probably could have rambled off to you quickly and easily, but like I said, I'm exhausted. 5, 4, 605 days, is that correct? 365, 240. Anyhow, about 605 days. We're going to call it 605 days. We're going to call this year and 8 months 605 days. Out of the 605 days that I lived at this house, oh damn, we got to take away 90 days, y'all. Because remember, I was gone for 3 months. And then I spent a couple of weeks away. So just to make it even, we're going to take away 100 days. So we're going to go with 505 days instead of 605. Okay? So we're accounting for the 3 months. I was stuck in Ohio behind the shit they pulled with the rental car. And the 2 weeks here and there that I spent in a hotel away in Oklahoma or Texas. All right? So 505 days out of the 505 days that I've spent here at this house that I purchased, where I pay a mortgage, I have slept about 20 of those nights in the house. No exaggeration. About 20. They don't let me sleep at night in this house. You hear me talk and say that I might get a couple of hours between 11 and 1 p.m. And that varies. When they don't let me sleep at night. They do not let me sleep at night. No different than them not letting my mom sleep at night. They hide the events of the day and lie about our activity. Okay? So what they're not just claiming that they did what we did. They are also claiming that we are with those that we're not with, that we see those that we do not see, that we are acquainted with those that are in fact mistreating us. No different than the neighbors in Akron, Ohio, on Upland Avenue, where they were claiming that all those things that they were inverting were acquainted with me, when you know it was to death for everybody. I hated them all. And every night they would keep me from sleeping to claim that I, in fact, was okay and cool with these folks. They're doing the same thing here. And that's just one aspect of it, okay? That's one aspect of the type of foolery, the type of fuckery that's going on behind them not letting me sleep. And it all ties into world interests. And I feel like I've covered that somewhere before, either in writing or a video, so I'm not going to cover it now because I didn't plan on it. Well, this minute is at 29 minutes. This video is at 29 minutes. My dog that went on about his business, he's no longer at the door watching me. You know, I can't keep it clean, but that's how it is when you got a puppy and a big dog too. Like when he's an adult dog, that probably won't change. It didn't change with my adult Boston Terrier. He always messed up my windows. And you get to the point where you just, you know what I'm saying? It comes with the territory. But I be wanting him to see out. You get what I'm saying? Like I try to keep them clear so they can see. And they don't care about that part. Okay, so my phone is about to die and it needs to charge. So, I am going to have to cut this video short. Even though I didn't want to. What you saw before this when I said we're at 29 minutes is I was just about to assess the situation. But now that I got this indicator that I don't have much battery life left, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for the night. Oh, they just, look, same time. That's common too. Sometimes they, not until I return outside, They won't shut the lights off. Look, anyways, I ain't gonna even talk about that either. Real witch shit. But that also doesn't that change? Anyhow, right away, I'm letting you know this federal government will lie and say there's a whole nother area behind something like that. The field has been active the last 3 days straight.